The humble saucepan has some competition, and it's this, and it can be yours for the modest sum of $99.99. Oh, wait, hang on a minute, is that right? Yes, you heard me right, $99.99 for a hot chocolate maker. Let's see if it lives up to its price tag. So if you're looking for another kitchen appliance that can clog up your workspace, look no further than the Velvetiser. But what exactly does it do? Now you may have guessed this already, it makes hot chocolate. Does it make a good one, and can it compare to the kitchen saucepan? Let's find out. So the Velvetiser comes in an array of colours suited to your kitchen. Hotel Chocolat claim that it makes the best hot chocolate ever. Now that's quite a bold statement. Personally, I can make quite a good hot chocolate with a saucepan, a wooden spoon, some warm milk, and your hot chocolate of choice. But the Velvetiser claims to do it all in one and make it super quick and super convenient to get that perfect hot chocolate. So we're going to take a closer look. When we put the humble saucepan against the flashy Velvetiser, what do we find out? So the Velvetiser can make 1 cup, yep, you heard me right, 1 cup of hot chocolate at a time, every couple of minutes. Saucepan, 3 to 4 cups depending on the size of your saucepan and your tolerance for milk. Now looking at convenience, the saucepan you do have to monitor and make sure that you're not burning the milk. The Velvetiser does this all for you. Cup size, do you have a favourite mug? The Velvetiser might not be able to fill it. It doesn't have a huge capacity. The Hotel Chocolat mugs that are provided with the Velvetiser are a perfect average size for a hot chocolate, but don't go expecting a jumbo mug of cocoa. In terms of cleaning, a saucepan can be washed up or thrown in the dishwasher along with all your other crockery. The Velvetiser, on the other hand, works slightly differently. For this, you need to add a couple of drops of washing up liquid along with some water and run it on a cycle. This will apparently self-clean the Velvetiser and get it ready for next use. All you need to do is rinse it out with water afterwards. In terms of looks, the Hotel Velvetiser has it won. Saucepans, unless they're fancy, will generally be thrown in a cupboard. But the Velvetiser, on the other hand, does look pretty flash. Warranty. Saucepans, many of them have 10, 15, 25, even lifetime warranties, so hard to really put that down a point. The Velvetiser does come with a standard 1-year warranty from Hotel Chocolat. Should be more than enough. It does feel like a well-made piece of kit, so hopefully it stands the test of time. Time to make the hot chocolate. So the saucepan will generally differ depending on how high you chuck the heat up on the hob. The Velvetiser is around 2.5 minutes. One important thing to note is that when you've finished making 1 cup of cocoa with the Velvetiser, you do need to bring the temperature of that thermostat that's built into the Velvetiser back down to a standard room temperature. To do that, after you've made a hot chocolate, you just need to run it under the tap, rinse it around a bit, pour the water out, and then the thermostat should equalize at room temperature, ready to make your second cup. If you don't do this and repeatedly make 1 cup after the other in succession, what you may find is that it doesn't quite melt all of the chocolate in the second, the third, the fourth hot chocolate that you make. Just something to bear in mind if you're catering for more than yourself. Here's the kicker. The Velvetiser comes in at $99.99. It's not cheap. It is, however, premium feeling. It feels like a well-made product. Saucepan, on the other hand, of course, you can get a well-made saucepan anywhere from sort of £10 to £20 for a really good quality saucepan. But this, however, has been made for the sole purpose of making hot chocolate. It is a fantastic, fantastic hot chocolate. It really is. The velvety texture, that whisk inside the Velvetiser, whatever it does, it's magic. It really elevates what I can make personally from a saucepan-based hot chocolate. So the next question is, I guess, if we're using the same chocolate in the saucepan and the Velvetiser, and the Velvetiser does elevate it to the next level, what can we say about the actual chocolate that we're using in the Velvetiser? Besides the high price entry point for obtaining a Velvetiser, there's then the ongoing cost of the chocolate that you're using to make the hot chocolate. I don't use the Hotel Chocolat sachets. The main reason for this is the price. You are looking at around about £1.50 to £2 per cup, depending on where you buy that chocolate from. So what I personally use is this. This chocolate is virtually the same as what you get from Hotel Chocolat. You can buy it in various strengths, in various flavors, and it's generally available from supermarkets, or I got this particular tub from Amazon. It does work out substantially cheaper, but this is of course where Hotel Chocolat's marketing really helps to progress the product. They created a whole ecosystem around the Velvetiser machine itself, as well as the chocolate sachets, to create an easy to use, convenient package. The sachets are all made to measure for 1 cup. The cups themselves are the same volume that the Velvetiser holds in order to make the process as simple as possible. So what you're forking out all of your hard-earned cash for is the simplicity and ease of use. And on that basis alone, Hotel Chocolat has nailed it. So the question is, have I used the saucepan since buying a Velvetiser? No. Why would I? The Velvetiser does it better. I don't have a huge array of family members coming around demanding hot chocolate at every opportunity. If they did, I'd probably get some new family members. So in that respect, no. I use the Velvetiser for me. My wife doesn't really drink hot chocolate. My daughter has one very occasionally. So for my personal use, it suits me down to the ground. It is a high entry point price-wise. I managed to find it at a discount. Hotel Chocolat do run those from time to time. But personally, I haven't touched the saucepan for hot chocolate since getting the Velvetiser. Your mileage may vary, but the main thing to take away from this video that I think you should really have a long and hard think about is what chocolate will you use for your Velvetiser? Because it is only as good as the ingredients you put in. And although Hotel Chocolat's sachets are fantastic, there are alternatives out there for cheaper. Now, are you worried about price if you've spent £100 on a fancy milk frother, essentially? No? Well, in that case, happy days. Continue to purchase Hotel Chocolat sachets. I'm sure they'll appreciate your custom. But for me, it's just one thing too far to spend £1.50 to £2 per cup after I've invested £100 in the machine. Those are my final thoughts. Do I think the Velvetiser is a home tech hero? Absolutely. It really does add something to the kitchen if you get it in the colour that matches your decor. It looks great on the countertop. It feels solid. And it does what it says on the tin. It really does. It's a one-trick pony, but it does that trick very well. Thanks for joining me for today's video. If you did like the content, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It would really help to grow this channel. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.